Alexis here with Jam with Latin Summer Series, and we are on to video number 5. And number 5, we're going to start by talking about the 5 Latin declensions. And we've done the first 2, right? First declension and second declension. Now, here's something I need you to keep in mind when you're studying Latin. Anytime a rule is given, there is usually an exception to that rule. So when the rule says there are 5 Latin declensions, that's true. But somewhere down the line, there's going to be an exception, and here comes one today. Today, we are going to have what I call an add-on. So we have first declension, second declension, and then an add-on, second declension add-on. And there are some more add-ons when we get to third declension. Third declension has 2 add-ons. So let's start today with the second declension add-on. And it's just another set of endings. It's similar to second declension masculine, just slightly different. They're both going to be labeled second declension. Okay, so let me show you our new chart. This word is going to be neuter. Neuter is neither masculine or feminine. I usually think of it as a tree, an it, okay? And in the nominative singular, you're going to have the letters um. That's going to show you it's neuter. And the I genitive shows you the stem, right? But it's also going to show you that it's part of the same family as the second declension masculine. So nominative singular genitive singular I macron e, then dative singular o, accusative singular and ablative singular o. Then another switch between the masculine and the neuter is the nominative plural is going to be like Alexis, the letter A. That's the ending of the nominative plural. Then we have aurum again, just like second declension. Is, like first and second declension, so that's a little pattern there. Then the A, which is like Alexis again, and then another is. Now remember, sometimes we have endings that are similar in spelling, and that's okay. We'll learn how to decipher them as we go. So let's get into the vocabulary. So the other day I told you I think of Latin nouns as plants. And the top of the plant is the stem, and that's the Latin noun stem. And the bottom of the plant is the roots, and the roots never change in the plant. We can have 100 different stems, but the roots stay the same. And so today when we're dealing with second declension neuter, our endings are always going to be e, o, like Alexis, aurum, is. Those are our endings, okay? So I'm going to fly in the different stems, and I'm going to show you my white flashcards for my neuter nouns. And on the front, I still have nominative subject, genitive possessive, and in the corner, second declension neuter. To find my stem, I cover my genitive singular ending, and today, the first stem is bell. Well, that makes it easy, right? So because this is a short word, I did the whole word all the way across. The word translates to war. War in the singular and wars in the plural. Here are my cases once again: nominative subject, genitive possessive, dative indirect object, accusative direct object, and ablative object of the preposition. So our word is bellum, bellī, bello, bellum, bello, bella, bellorum, bellis, bella, bellis. That one's pretty simple, right? Now we have caelum, caelī. Classical Latin, the C is like k, cat, and this is a diphthong. It is the I. It sounds caelum, caelī. And our stem is C-A-E-L. Turn it over, and the translation is sky or heaven. If you have a friend named Kylie, it translates to sky or heaven. Okay, here's our cases, and we have caelum, caelī, caelo, caelum again, caelo, caela, caelorum, caelis, caela, caelis. Now this word I want you to pay attention to because when we get to third declension, there's a word that is very similar in the stem. So the problem is this letter N. You need to either highlight it or put it in a different color or circle it, because rēgnum, rēgnī, is a little bit different than the word in third declension. So rēgnī, that's your stem, R-E-G-N, highlight or make sure you understand that this is kingdom, royal power. Okay, so rēgnum, rēgnī, rēgno, rēgnum, rēgno, rēgna, rēgnorum, rēgnīs, rēgna, rēgnīs. Okay? Now we come to a long word. And I told you when I do long words, I'll break them up. One, to help me sound them out, but two, to help make my flashcards better. Okay, so it's praemium, praemiī, and this has two letter I's in the genitive singular. You don't get rid of the second I, you just cover the first one here, and that is your stem. So I'm going to break this word up into PR is going to be my first letter on my chart all the way down 10 times, then AEM, then the letter I all the way down. So praemium, praemiī, praemiō, praemium, praemiō, praemia, praemiorum, praemiīs, praemia, praemiīs. And this means reward. Like a premium is a reward when you get more than you're expecting. Reward, praemia. Okay, now this is also a long word, and they're right together in the lesson. So it's kind of hard for your brain to see. So you might want to underline. This one has PER. And so that is the difference. And this one has a letter L at the end, not a second I. So this is perīculum, perīculī, prick, like to prick yourself. That's dangerous when you prick yourself with a rose. So this perīculum, perīculī, means danger. And again, I break it down into the parts so that it's easier for me to, and you can kind of even see it. See how I have the separation of my letters? So I can make my flashcards easier. So perīculum, perīculī, perīculo, perīculum, perīculo, perīcula, perīculorum, perīculīs, perīcula, perīculīs. Now remember, there's no Latin police. Just try your best when you're sounding out your words. Most important thing is to recognize the parts so that you can translate. Our final word today is command, power, or empire in its translation. Imperium, imperiī. Like imperial, like in Star Wars, if you watch that. So that's where that word comes from. Imperium, imperiī. And our genitive also has two vowels at the end. That's okay. Just cover the last one, and you will still, all the way down in the declension, have this letter I. So imperium, imperiī, imperio, imperium, imperio, imperia, imperiorum, imperiīs, imperia, imperiīs. And there you go. That's the vocabulary for today. I hope you're enjoying making your flashcards and learning more about Latin. Please like and subscribe and share with your friends because they need to learn Latin too.